The message that has been flowing toward you since the moment you clicked on this video is not an accident, not a passing curiosity, and not a coincidence disguised as inspiration. It is a pull, a subtle alignment, a magnetic tug from the unseen world that knows exactly when to whisper and when to strike the quietest chord in your awareness. The theme before you, chosen ones, angels revealing the image of your future home, serves as an invitation to look beyond the familiar limits of your senses and the predictable structure of everyday life. Many of you have felt it, that sudden rise in your chest, the unexpected calm in the middle of noise, the unexplainable familiarity with a vision you've never lived in this lifetime. The feeling that somewhere your path has already been illuminated. You may not remember the moment your story intertwined with the light, but the light remembers. The place shown to you, whether it's a shimmering sanctuary, a peaceful landscape, a home that looks like it exists between worlds, or a symbolic structure filled with meaning, is not merely a fantasy. It's a message, an energetic alignment, a preview of where your soul is being guided. And as you read or listen, your consciousness gently tunes into the frequency that has been waiting for you to open the door. Before we go deeper, stay with this message until the very end, because each part carries a different layer of activation. And if you feel that warm wave rising inside you, drop your warmest wishes and the number 66 in the comments to amplify the energy of manifestation. Wishes take form when shared, when spoken, when released into the stream of collective intention. As you do so, imagine those wishes drifting into the fabric of the universe, gaining momentum, responding to your faith, and returning with blessings shaped precisely for your life. Chosen one, your destiny awaits. Click the hype button, like this video, subscribe, and walk with us into the light. The path of the chosen ones has always been misunderstood, partly because chosen energy is not loud, not always visible, and not always recognized by those who haven't awakened. Many of you have walked through long corridors of silence, moments where the world around you didn't echo your inner truth. You felt like you were walking ahead of your time, sensing things other people brushed aside. You noticed the smallest shifts, the changes in energy, the way a room could suddenly feel heavy or light, the way some people gravitated toward you and others reacted as though your presence revealed something they were trying to hide. This sensitivity was never a burden. It was preparation. The reason angels show chosen ones visions of their future home is because chosen ones are builders of energy before they are builders of the physical. You are meant to see, sense, and feel your destination long before you arrive, because your presence shapes reality. The image you receive, whether through a dream, a sudden flash, an intuitive download, or a photo that feels deeply familiar, acts like a map that your spirit recognizes. It's a reminder that your life is not random. You are guided, protected, watched over, and aligned with a future your higher self has already walked through. Many of you have been sensing a major shift approaching. It may have appeared as a restlessness, a desire to move, a longing to be somewhere you cannot yet describe, or a sense that you're preparing for something bigger. This shift is not just emotional, it's energetic. Your future home is not limited to a physical structure. It is a frequency, a space aligned with the version of you that has stepped fully into your purpose. The angels reveal this home because they know you need reassurance, direction, and confirmation that the inner changes you've been experiencing are leading somewhere meaningful. They show you symbols, open gates, ascending staircases, radiant windows, or doors that appear in dreams, you can still remember when you wake up. These symbols indicate readiness. They indicate movement. They indicate that your soul has outgrown the places where you were once required to learn, struggle, transform, and shed layers of identity that no longer matched your vibration. The home the angels reveal may not always resemble a structure you've known in the physical world. Some chosen ones see a dwelling surrounded by colors that don't exist in the ordinary spectrum. Others see a landscape that feels impossible. Mountains floating above clouds, oceans illuminated from within, gardens that breathe with light. These visions are not meant to confuse you. They are meant to remind you that your future is greater, wider, and more expansive than the world you've known. The home may represent a state of peace, a stage of your spiritual evolution, a place where your gifts unfold without resistance. It may represent a literal relocation, a new environment where your life will begin anew, or a spiritual homecoming where you reconnect with the version of yourself that has been waiting for you to catch up. For many chosen ones, the journey toward their future home begins with a dismantling phase. Everything that once felt stable starts to loosen. Relationships shift, desires change, routines collapse, and the old identity begins to dissolve. This is not destruction. It is preparation. Angels cannot guide you into a new home if you are still clinging to the foundations of an old one. They clear space in your life, sometimes gently, sometimes abruptly, so that the new chapter can enter without obstruction. Think about the moments in your life when things fell apart unexpectedly, when something you thought was secure suddenly slipped away. At the time, it may have felt like loss, but now, with distance, you can see that it was alignment. You were being redirected, recalibrated, placed on a path that your spirit chose long before your mind understood. The image of your future home often appears at the exact moment you begin questioning your direction. It arrives when you're standing at the threshold of transformation, when you know you cannot return to who you were, but have not yet stepped fully into who you're becoming. This image acts like a guiding star, soft enough not to overwhelm you, clear enough not to be ignored. Angels choose the form of a home because home is the one symbol that resonates across every human experience. Home represents safety, arrival, belonging, expansion, peace, and identity. By revealing your future home, they are telling you, you are not lost, you are not wandering, you are being guided toward the place where your soul can breathe. As you continue walking this path, you may experience moments where you feel as though you are living between two worlds, the old world that no longer fits, and the new world that you've glimpsed but cannot yet touch. This in-between state is sacred. It is the corridor of transformation where everything is rearranging itself to match the frequency of your future. You may feel moments of intense intuition, where you can sense people's intentions before they speak, where numbers repeat everywhere you look, where dreams feel more real than waking life. The angels use these signs to remind you that you are not alone in this transition. The shift can feel disorienting, but you are being held. Some of you have already received the image of your future home through a subtle whisper, an intuitive picture that came out of nowhere, an image that appeared while meditating, a flash you shrugged off as imagination. But if it came with a strange familiarity, if it felt like a place you've known but never visited, then it was not imagination. It was memory. The chosen ones often experience glimpses of their future because time does not move linearly for the spirit. Your higher self exists in the future and the past simultaneously, watching your journey from a vantage point that sees everything at once. When angels send you a photo or a vision, they are synchronizing your current self with your future self. They are preparing you to cross timelines. The more aligned you become with your purpose, the clearer the vision of your home becomes. You may start noticing recurring symbols, archways, paths, bridges, beams of light, rooms that repeat in dreams, windows overlooking distant landscapes. Each element holds meaning. A bright doorway signifies opportunity. A high window suggests spiritual elevation. A staircase represents ascension. A garden overflowing with light represents healing. A room filled with warmth represents emotional fulfillment. Even the colors you see hold messages about your path. Gold represents divine support. Blue represents clarity. Green symbolizes renewal. Violet symbolizes spiritual mastery. The angels communicate through imagery because the language of the soul responds more deeply to symbols than to words. Many chosen ones also feel called to purify their life before entering their new home. You may find yourself suddenly decluttering your physical space, removing outdated belongings, parting with objects that carry old emotional energy. You may feel compelled to distance yourself from people who drain your spirit, habits that suppress your growth, or environments that feel heavy. This cleansing is not random. Your future home exists at a higher vibration, and your life must match that vibration in order for you to step into it. The angels guide you gently, nudging you to release, let go, heal, rest, rebuild, and rise. Some of you will soon find yourselves stepping into a completely new era, an era where your priorities shift, where your daily environment changes, where you feel a sense of belonging you've never experienced before. Your future home may be a physical place you have not yet discovered, a destination you have not yet traveled to, a land you have not yet set foot on. But when you arrive, you will recognize it instantly. It will feel like breathing after holding your breath for years. It will feel like stepping into a space that has been waiting for you long before you knew it existed. Your angels reveal this home because they want you to know your life is expanding. They want you to trust the changes, trust the transitions, trust the signs, trust the inner voice that keeps telling you something new is coming. They want you to understand that your journey was never meant to stay stagnant. You are not meant to remain in the same energy forever. You are evolving, transforming, ascending. And as you rise, your home, both physical and spiritual, rises with you. What you are stepping into is not simply a location. It is a version of your destiny unfolding. The vision is a reminder that everything you endured, every moment you felt out of place, every time you felt unseen or misunderstood, was shaping you for the environment where you will finally be recognized, welcomed, and aligned with your purpose. The moment you begin to sense the approach of your future home, something within you quietly awakens. It isn't loud, and it doesn't need to be. It reveals itself through subtle shifts, moments when your old environment no longer satisfies you the way it once did. You may look at the walls around you and feel as though they no longer hold your reflection. You may walk through familiar rooms and feel a growing distance, as if you've already energetically stepped out. This is often the very first sign that the transition has already begun. Angels do not guide chosen ones through abrupt leaps without first preparing the inner landscape. They soften your attachments, lift your awareness, and create gentle cracks in the old reality so that the new reality can enter. What once felt permanent slowly becomes temporary. What once felt stable now feels like a stepping stone. Even the air you breathe starts to carry a different texture, signaling that the world around you is only a placeholder for the home you are moving toward. As your awareness grows, you might also begin noticing strange moments of clarity where you sense you are being observed, but not in a fearful way. Instead, it feels like being watched over, guided, and gently steered in the right direction. The presence around you becomes more noticeable, like a soft current brushing against your energy field. You may feel pressure behind your shoulders, tingling above your head, or a warmth in your chest during quiet moments. These sensations arise when the angels draw closer, preparing you for the next stage of your journey. They often reveal the image of your future home when you are in a state of openness, right before sleep, during early morning stillness, in meditation, or in moments when your mind relaxes its grip on reality. The vision enters through the doorway created by stillness. Even if you forget the details, the imprint remains. The soul remembers what the mind cannot retain. As the inner shift continues, a series of synchronicities begin weaving themselves through your daily life. You may find yourself repeatedly encountering symbols connected to your vision. A certain type of house appearing unexpectedly in media, a landscape that resembles the one you saw, colors that repeat themselves in moments of significance, or conversations that point toward themes related to home, relocation, renewal, or transformation. These synchronicities are not coincidences. They are confirmations. They are signs placed strategically along your path to reassure you that what you saw, whether in a dream or through intuition, was not fantasy but guidance. Each sign carries its own frequency, subtly tuning your spirit to match the vibration of the place you are destined to arrive. Some chosen ones begin to feel a growing desire for solitude during this period. You might withdraw from social circles that once felt comfortable, not because you are isolating yourself, but because your energy is recalibrating. You are beginning a process of inner cleansing to make space for new levels of awareness. During this shift, you may find it difficult to engage in shallow conversations or environments that feel energetically dense. Your spirit becomes selective, seeking only what aligns with your higher path. This selectivity is not judgment, it is evolution. The more your energy rises, the more your environment must match that rise. Your future home is a reflection of this new vibration. Often, when angels reveal the image of your future home, it is followed by a period of emotional release. Old memories may rise to the surface, sometimes unexpectedly. You may find yourself thinking about past versions of yourself, revisiting old wounds, or reflecting on choices that shaped your life. This is not regression, it is cleansing. Before you step into the new, you must empty the emotional pockets that still hold you tied to the old. This release may come in waves, some gentle, some intense. Allow it. It is part of the process. You are being prepared for a new energetic space, and you cannot carry the old weight across the threshold. During this transitional phase, many chosen ones experience heightened intuition. You may begin to sense what is coming before it arrives. You might have dreams that feel more vivid, messages that feel more direct, or insights that come through with unusual clarity. This increase in intuitive perception is intentional. The angels amplify your inner senses so you can recognize the path unfolding before you. Your future home vibrates at a higher frequency than your current surroundings, and your intuition rises to meet it. Think of it as your spirit adjusting to a new atmosphere, learning to breathe in a different kind of air. Sometimes the vision of your future home comes with a feeling rather than an image. You may feel a sudden peace even on days filled with chaos. You may feel excitement without knowing why. You may feel as though something is waiting for you just beyond the horizon of your awareness. This feeling is the echo of the future calling to you. Your home sends out a signal, a subtle vibration meant only for you, and your spirit responds to that signal long before you consciously recognize it. The home that awaits you is not random. It is chosen, crafted, aligned with the destiny you are stepping into. As the journey unfolds, the physical world around you often begins to change. You may receive unexpected opportunities, messages, or invitations that point toward relocation or transformation. You may encounter people who play a key role in your transition, guides, messengers, or catalysts sent to open doors you didn't know existed. Some of these encounters last only moments, while others become important connections. Every person you meet during this shift serves a purpose. Even if their presence is brief, the angels use human interactions to guide you subtly, placing certain individuals in your path to help you navigate the next steps. You may also experience a growing dissatisfaction with environments that once felt comfortable. The colors, sounds, and textures of your current surroundings may suddenly feel muted, as though life has drained from them. This sensation is not a sign of something wrong. It is a sign that your energy has outgrown the space your future home has already begun to pull you forward. What you're feeling is the energetic difference between where you are and where you're meant to be. When the angels show you the image, they are not simply telling you where you are going. They are accelerating your transformation so you can align with it. Many chosen ones begin to sense a new identity rising within them during this time. You may feel yourself becoming more grounded, more aware, more intuitive, or more courageous. Your perspective shifts. Your priorities change. Your inner dialogue grows softer, wiser, more aligned with your spirit. This new identity is not separate from you. It is the version of you who belongs in your future home. It is the self that has healed, evolved, and expanded beyond the limitations of your past. As you embody this new identity, the path becomes clearer, the vision becomes stronger. The sense of direction intensifies. Some will experience physical sensations as part of this transition. You may feel waves of warmth, chills that come out of nowhere, tingling in your palms, or a heaviness in your chest that later transforms into lightness. These sensations are signs that your body is adjusting to the energetic changes occurring around and within you. Your future home is not only a spiritual destination, it affects your physical body as well. When angels prepare you for this shift, your nervous system recalibrates to match the frequency of the new environment. Pay attention to these sensations. They are not random, but messages encoded in your energy field. The image of your future home often becomes clearer the closer you get to the timeline where it manifests. You may begin to notice details you didn't see before: textures, patterns, layouts, colors, or symbols. These details are not insignificant. Each one carries meaning, offering insight into what awaits you. If you saw light streaming through windows, it may indicate spiritual illumination or emotional clarity. If you saw open spaces, it may represent freedom and expansion. If you saw pathways leading toward the home, it may symbolize the journey you are currently walking. As this alignment deepens, you may find yourself releasing not only old environments, but also old versions of yourself. There may come a moment when you look back at your past and no longer identify with the person you once were. This is one of the strongest signs that your transition is complete. The chosen ones often undergo profound internal changes before stepping into their new home. By the time you arrive physically, you will have already arrived energetically. The person who steps across the threshold will not be the same person who began the journey. The angels reveal your future home not to overwhelm you or create longing, but to remind you that destiny is unfolding in your favor. You are not merely drifting through life. You are being guided with precision. Every sign, every shift, every vision, every moment of intuition is part of the preparation. You are being led toward a place where your spirit will expand without restriction, where your gifts will flourish, where your heart will feel at peace, and where your energy will resonate effortlessly with the world around you. This home is not just a location. It is a chapter of your evolution waiting for your arrival. The closer you move toward the timeline of your future home, the more the external world begins to rearrange itself around your unfolding destiny. This rearrangement often begins quietly, like a soft shift in the atmosphere that only you can feel. People around you may not understand why you suddenly feel distant from certain places, activities, or routines. But this distance is not coming from disinterest. It is coming from evolution. Your spirit knows when it's time to detach, even if your mind hasn't fully caught up. You may find yourself craving new environments, new textures of life, or even new air to breathe. This craving is a sign that your energetic body is preparing for transition, reaching for the space where your future self has already arrived. As this transformation progresses, you might begin noticing that your emotional responses change dramatically. Situations that once triggered frustration or anxiety no longer affect you the same way. You begin to see life from a wider perspective, understanding that every event, pleasant or painful, has been part of your preparation. You find yourself becoming calmer, more observant, more centered. This new emotional stability is crucial because your future home is a space of expansion, not contraction. You are being trained to hold higher frequencies with grace. The angels guide you into this emotional shift so that when you enter your new environment, you do so with clarity rather than turbulence. You may also begin experiencing vivid dreams that feel like visits rather than visions. Some of these dreams may take place inside the home you've been shown, allowing you to feel its atmosphere before you physically arrive. You might explore its rooms, walk its hallways, or gaze through its windows. You may wake up with a sense of longing, as though you momentarily returned to a place that already belongs to you. Dreams like these often carry sensory impressions, sounds, textures, colors, or even scents. These sensory details anchor the vision deeper into your consciousness, making the future more tangible. Angels use dreams because the dreaming mind is free from resistance, free from doubt, free from logic. In dreams, you can experience the future without questioning how or when it will manifest. During this period, you may also feel an increasing sense of urgency to grow, expand, and evolve. You may feel compelled to learn new skills, shed old patterns, or embrace new habits. You may feel a pull toward creative expression, spiritual study, or personal development. These impulses are not random. They are invitations. Your future home is aligned with a higher version of yourself, and the angels guide you to embody that version through inspired action. Every new skill you develop, every limiting belief you release, every intuitive decision you follow becomes a step toward the life you are meant to inhabit. You are building the foundation of your future through internal transformation. Many chosen ones experience a shift in their relationships during this transition. Some connections deepen, becoming more meaningful and supportive. Others begin to fade naturally, sometimes without conflict. simply dissolving as the energetic alignment shifts. You may find that people who once felt familiar now feel distant, while people you barely know suddenly feel significant. This is because your frequency is changing, and relationships respond accordingly. The angels orchestrate these shifts to ensure that the people who accompany you into your next chapter are those who resonate with your new vibration. Not everyone can enter your future home with you. Some souls were meant only for earlier parts of your journey. As this transformation continues, you will notice that the space around you becomes clearer, lighter, and more aligned with your unfolding path. The connections that remain will feel intentional, supportive, and deeply in sync with who you are becoming. Those who drift away do so because their role in your story has reached completion, making room for the souls who are meant to walk with you into the next phase of your journey. Trust these shifts, for they are not losses but sacred reorganizations, guiding you toward the relationships, environments, and experiences that match the vibration of your future home.